Okie dokie.
All right, here we are, the twins.
Yeah, I felt like John and I needed a vacation, so we got train tickets to go down the coast.
Yep. Lovely ocean here, and maybe a mountain or
Some kind of rock
some
face.
rocks. Yeah. Some books, a plant.
But
Oh,
even though we're on a train, it doesn't change our compulsion to steal. So
yes.
that's what we're gonna get up to.
This is collectibles, so there's already
Yeah.
two here.
Judging by the pause screen, I think the collectibles might be keys,
Oh, okay. That would make
which
sense.
might be confusing if we come across a key and need a key for a puzzle.
Yeah. There's a staff room. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Click and drag.
Yeah, you click and drag now.
Okay.
Interesting. Wow. Gosh, games have just come such a long way.
Although this one was, I
It's
think, made
older.
first.
Yeah.
They used to make you click and drag. and
Yeah,
now
that's
it's
right.
the future. Okay.
Chapter 0 tutorial.
Okay. Some string.
There's a piece of paper. Oh, I'm right clicking it, but it's like really far away. Oh, here I can scroll in. The new safes are a bit odd compared to the previous ones we had. Like always, you should start dialing the combination from 0 and dial the first number counterclockwise, alternating the direction with each number. However, there is no need to reset these new locks if you enter the combination incorrectly. Instead, it is enough if you just rotate the dial back to 0 and start again. Further, excuse me.
We found two collectibles.
Oh, right. Oh, those don't look like keys.
Yeah, they're like deer.
Further, unlike the previous safes, these new ones require you to change the combination in a reverse order, which means that it is very easy to accidentally change the combination to the reverse of what you were planning on changing it to if you are not paying attention. Alright.
Okay.
There's a briefcase of the combination lock. It's like a little wooden stage, kind of.
Yeah, I think it was a tipped over like bookcase maybe.
Oh, that makes sense.
Also, there's a key up here. I
Oh,
know
look at
this.
Oh, hey. Padlock key 1. Oh, I just clicked on the padlock and it unlocked it. Alright.
Okay.
Didn't have to go into inventory or anything.
Oh, I couldn't get the new safe combination working, so I asked Frank about it. He told me he had set it to 9371, just as I had asked, but for some reason when I tried it, it still didn't work. I think Frank must have made a mistake or something. So that's probably
Frank.
our safe combination. Oh, there's a briefcase over here.
Yeah. Is there a safe somewhere?
I haven't seen one. Try it on this, but
Oh,
feel
I
like-
see the safe. It's down here.
okay. Yeah, I was going to put the number in here, but I assume it's not going to work.
9371. Let's see what this other note says. Starting from 0 and I think going counterclockwise. Let's see.
Yeah.
From 0 counterclockwise. Okay. So let's try 1739. There we go. I think, yeah, alright. Oh, there's another key in some red yarn or something.
Okay.
Kind of string.
So it looks like each of the deadbolts here has a padlock, but also you can't like move the padlocks because of this bar.
Oh, well, I unlocked one of the padlocks.
Yeah,
Oh,
but you can't like open
oh,
it
I see.
if it's that.
Interesting. So we need something to.
Yeah.
Get
There's
this
a
thing.
suitcase over here that has a combination on it, so I assume we need to find
Another
more
combination.
There's a wine bottle on the table next to the door over there, but it didn't have a year on it. That was my best guess.
Oh, Jeff's in chat saying he did an escape room today,
Oh, cool.
and he also has food poisoning.
Oh, that's less cool.
Was that part of solving the escape room?
I think it might have been the chicken Kiev. Oh,
The chicken Kiev was escaping from your stomach. Oh, there's something on the back of the
Yeah.
chair. It would be much easier if you just memorized the suitcase combination so it wouldn't have to keep leaving these notes around. 5971.
Okay. 5, 9, 7. There we go. Oh, there was a wrench in there.
All
I
right.
don't know why they keep a wrench in a suitcase.
It must be a very nice wrench.
Yeah. I guess we can like take the bolts off here. Did you have to do any wrenching in the escape room, Jeff? Alright.
You know, I wonder how much tool proficiency people expect when making those things. All right.
A wrench with me.
Sure.
Never know when it's gonna come handy.
Won't let me pick up any of the bolts.
Oh.
You don't know when those will come in handy. Yes, I do. Never.
Books to remember.
Okay. Well, the train car setting makes chapters very easily segmented.
Yeah.
Had to carry fuel cans and attach some alligator clips.
Oh my.
Mm.
Got 1, room 2,
Can I
room
open
3.
Yes, I can open room 1, and it's got a trunk with a lock of some kind.
We can go into there's another car after this we can go into.
Oh,
It
okay.
looks like a library. Sit down, Mike. Right. There's a book called Saying Nothing with as Many Words as Possible by R.J. Wentworth.
Mm.
Checking
Quite the little nook here.
how to exercise a cursed idol. I'm gonna grab books I can grab. This
Okay.
is somewhere, and they have like years on them, so I wouldn't be shocked if these are
Okay.
possibly.
I don't see any books I can interact with yet. That's-
This one I had to go up on the step ladder to grab,
Oh,
so it seems
okay.
like it might be somewhat important. Mostly I was looking for collectibles.
More deer or whatever
Yeah.
that was. I'll bet you could go back into the train and
Probably.
put that in a little display thingy.
Mhm.
Oh. 12 years a slaver?
Oh god.
I think. 1837 G.
Okay, this one. It's like one of these pages I can read, the other one is blurry. Although
you might be able
to
to mouse scroll in, but
no, if I do, it's like still sharp on the left
that's
side.
weird.
Yeah. Although Ironatsu gained some fame with his earlier works, his real breakthrough happened in the form of his so-called Slaver trilogy. Starting with A Mile in Slaver's Shoes, the trilogy depicts the life and misadventures of a slaver who shares his first name with Ironatsu. Over the course of the trilogy, the protagonist travels the world engaging in slave trade and committing various atrocities.
Good
All
lord.
of the novels in the trilogy are written as comedies, with the last one sometimes being described as a tragic comedy. Ironatsu is often criticized for his depiction of slavery in these novels, some of his contemporary critics going as far as to call them reprehensible, absolutely disgusting, morally corrupt, and utterly depraved. Wentworth, 1843. Despite the critical reception of the trilogy being less than warm, it was nonetheless a major commercial success, with the first two books having sold over 100,000 total copies by the time the third book was published in 1838. It is, to this day, Irenatsu's best-selling book series, with none of his other works selling even half the copies each book of the trilogy sold. Huh.
So I found a mile in a slaver's shoes.
Yeah, that must be one of them.
And I got 12 years a slaver.
Yeah.
So it must be the complete trilogy. So
Yeah. We might also, assuming those have like the year on them, we might just need to like know the years they were published in.
Mm-hmm.
Because this one says like the last one was in 1838.
There's a note right here. In case any of you missed the news, Lord MK came up with a challenge for the guests in which they need to find his favorite author's books that are in our collection and place them in that weird device in the corner of the library, reordering them based on their publishing dates. In order to make this challenge interesting, he also came and personally moved the books around. So if you see any of J.P. Irenazzo's books, or Irenazzo
Yeah.
works, or any books that are under his other pseudonyms,
Okay.
in questionable or unorthodox locations, just leave them there. I'll personally take care of said books for the duration of the challenge, so you don't need to worry about them. Those drawers are locked. Okay, this must be the device you're talking about. Looks like there's openings for 7 books.
Okay. There's one. How to Cross the Ocean in a Rowboat by Irenazzo.
Ah, yeah.
Also.
I guess we can move them over to.
Yeah. Or at least,
Oh yeah, the
Yeah, there.
Aeronauts ones.
yeah. Apparently he had a pseudonym, so I imagine we're going to have to find out
Yeah.
what the pseudonym was. You said we can go in one of these rooms, right?
Yeah, I think the 2 of them are unlocked. I couldn't go on the
Okay.
3rd one.
Well, there's a book in here, R.J. Wentworth, The Advanced Principles of Comprehensive Literary Analysis.
There's a few R.J. Wentworth books.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's check out these.
Okay. There was like a little coin purse in one of these and had a key in it.
Oh, okay.
I had a hard time getting the key out, but I have it now. It's like right here.
Oh, I see.
What does it work on?
The Accidental Destruction of Ancient Ruins by K.B. Gaffredo, or Gaffredo.
I think he had another book as well.
We're going over a bridge,
Oh boy.
I think. Oh, John, just so you know, no smoking in here,
Okay.
apparently.
There's a puzzle here.
So we're going to need to find another way to get past any sort of laser sensors.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess the door locked behind us.
Oh, so we can't go check on our
Rip.
Good thing I brought the wrench with me.
You said you got a key?
Yeah. Didn't seem to work on this door.
Oh, okay.
I can't like bring up an inventory or something, so I don't think I can like drag it from there. There's a puzzle in here.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at it.
I can mess around with it.
It looks difficult.
There's a hat. It's a quarter. It's also a quarter. Quarters. Let's do 3 quarters there.
Four Smoking Barrels by JP and also. I think the key I got might unlock these drawers. Did you say they were locked earlier?
Yeah, they were locked earlier. Okay.
Alright, got another note. Reminder, if Lord MK comes asking again, no. We still haven't been able to add JP Uranotsu's first book into our collection. Yes, he has paid us a considerable sum to procure the work, but unfortunately we haven't been able to find a copy for sale that meets our quality standards. All of the known copies of high quality are already owned by diehard collectors who are not willing to sell, so unfortunately Lord MK will need to wait while we keep looking for a high quality copy that is for sale. P.S. As that challenge Lord MK created for the guests is still active, we have no choice but to keep tolerating the fact that the guests keep moving the books all over the place. I am not expecting you to work overtime, so for now it is sufficient that you organize the shelves once a week or so. Okay, so they don't have the first book. So please get Mandrake. Okay, Giant Castle.
Oh, I did it.
Oh, that looked difficult.
Alright, what we got? A Slaver's End.
Okay, that must be
Okay.
the last part of the trilogy.
Doesn't look like there's anything else I can interact with.
Well, I'm glad he died.
Yeah, I'm glad he's dead. Probably in hell with Henry Kissinger.
Hat up here, I think.
Can't pick up this cool monocle.
Yeah, that's
So we have the Child Slavery Trilogy.
Yeah, a couple other books by that guy.
Yeah, I see. So we need 2 more, I think.
Although apparently we're missing his earliest book,
Oh.
based on the note I found.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think it's this one here. Oh, I haven't opened these. Looks like you can download.
Oh, there's something in here.
Yeah.
It is not well known that J.P. Aronazzo returned to writing after he seemingly stopped in the 1850s. Due to the immense negativity his later works received, Aronazzo abandoned his own name and began writing in the 1860s under the alias of R.A. Cousteau.
Okay.
His works under this pseudonym were not commercial successes, but they received notable critical praise, with his last book, How to Repair a Boat with a Deductive Method, being by far his most celebrated work amongst his diehard fans.
Okay. Oh, I found the key to cabin 3 over in this sort of cabinet.
Oh, nice.
So, R something Cousteau, you said?
R.A.
R.A. Cousteau. Okay.
in this little corner shelf.
Yeah. Oh, here's another book. The Manifestation of Greater Intellect by R.A. Cousteau.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that kind of fits with the theme of other books.
Okay, we have 6 books. Check that room to see if there's anything else. There's a book that's just lying on the ground taunting me.
What's that?
Oh, there's a book that's just lying on the ground in like what feels like kind of a conspicuous spot, but you can't interact with it.
Oh.
It's just there.
I did see a note in the car.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. After his rocky start with boat repairs, Aronazzo gained some fame with his second book, How to Cross the Ocean in a Rowboat. Published in 1832, it features the nautical theme that Aronazzo is known for, while lacking all of the morally questionable content that is prevalent in his later works. How to Cross the Ocean in a Rowboat is a tragicomedy that details the experiences of a man who wishes to journey across the Atlantic in a rowboat. The life of the man starts falling apart as he begins to obsessively prepare for his journey. As the story progresses, the protagonist's wife leaves him, he gets infected with various illnesses, and eventually he gets evicted. The book ends with the man suffering a heart attack on his way to his rowboat. Oh, I see another book back here.
Okay.
How to Amputate a Cursed Hand of K.B. Goffredo. That isn't our man. found another R.A. Cousteau book.
Oh, okay, that's probably the last one.
How to repair a boat with a deductive method.
Yeah, I think they said that's the last one.
Okay. Set it
I'm
next to
trying
you.
to figure out the order.
Just did kind of another pass around the bookshelves.
Okay.
Looks like we've got 7 here.
Yeah. So the Slaver trilogy, I'm pretty sure it goes A Mile in Slaver's Shoes, because that's the first one. 12 Years a Slaver came out in 1937, and then the last one came out in 1838. That's The Slaver's End, and I meant 1837 for this one. They said How to Cross the Ocean in a Rowboat predated the Slaver trilogy,
Yeah.
I think. This one came out in 48. There's R.A. Cousteau, and then this was like Cousteau's last book, I think. Okay, there we go.
Nice.
There's a key. Do you know what I haven't seen though? Any collectibles?
Yeah. Gives. There's so
you
many
hiding
drawers
the-
in here.
Collectibles era, not so.
Yeah.
There we go.
Dining car.
Chapter 2, Fine Dining. I can't look at the menu.
Yeah. I want to know how much the escargot is.
Yeah. There's a, looks like a circuit box
Yeah,
over here,
some kind of
but
electrical panel.
it's locked.
Yeah. Oh, another electrical puzzle.
Another purse. Maybe. Oh, I got a note.
Oh, I got a sandwich.
I overheard some of the waiters gossiping about Lord MK and his wife. Supposedly, he is 42 years older than his wife. Can you believe him? How
Yikes.
very scandalous of him to marry someone so much younger. F. That was here. Lord MK. I'm not so sure about this Lord MK.
Picked up some kind of object. It's kind of like a knob, maybe?
Okay.
I'm not sure. It was in this cabinet
Huh.
right here.
Yeah.
We can get a... Is that a cello?
Maybe.
It's too big to be a
Yeah.
violin.
It is, I think. I would guess cello,
I'm
but I
not-
don't know my
I'm not
string
versed in my
instruments.
strings, yeah. Oh, I found a collectible.
Nice.
It's behind the coffee mugs.
Okay. There's a painting I can look at.
No, I haven't gotten this room yet.
Yeah, I just went in.
That was the phone. It was a painting. Enjoy the painting.
Or
There's another electrical panel.
I can't.
It's not controlled on the table. We got a bar. Newspaper. Oh.
Deer.
Oh, here's a briefcase with a combination lock. And a cane. Oh, and another deer.
Oh, hey, now we're finding all the
Yeah.
deers. All of the deers.
Oh, another electrical panel. Let's connect it to a deadbolt.
No.
Here's a book.
Some launch drawers.
Alright. February 14th, 1934, uneventful night, except for that small mishap, the details of which Steve asked me to leave out. You're welcome, Steve. February 15th, 1934, business as usual, Lord M.K. and some of his associates went on a drinking spree towards the end of the night, so we ran out of some of our wines. We need to remember to restock them ASAP. And then the 16th, 1934, pretty normal day except for that thing with the snobby food critic. He asked for our best vintage of Everlast. Excuse me. Unfortunately, we had run out of it, so I just brought him a different vintage, thinking he wouldn't notice. When he wasn't happy about it, not at all. After berating me for a while, he finally calmed down and asked me to just bring him whatever was the finest wine we had available. So I brought him a bottle of our best vintage of Colbert, and that seemed to satisfy him at least.
Okay. I did find a bunch of what looked like super fancy wines, and one of them is missing.
Uh-oh. Let's see. Yeah, that one would be Everlast.
Yeah. They do have some Colberts. 1852 and 1874. The Everlast they have is 1875.
I see another note here. During my shift last night, I got to talking with Steve during some downtime about Lord MK's most recent marriage. If Steve is to be believed, Lord MK's latest bride is only 22 years old. After I expressed my disbelief to Steve, he assured me that he was not making stuff up. I don't know, you never can tell with these things when it comes to Steve. Though I suppose it didn't seem like he was pulling my leg this time. Looks like you found a key.
Yeah, I did find a key, but it's not opening these drawers, so it must be something else.
I think it said electrical panel key.
Oh, okay. I just
Where'd you find it?
I think it was down here.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like on this hook.
Oh, okay.
Alright, electrical panel. Not working here. Let me go check the ones. Yep, this is open. Oh boy.
Since so many of you seem to have forgotten about it, and I am tired of reminding you lot about it, I thought it better just to write this note. The backup key is in the hidden compartment of the cash register. All you need to do to open it is to ring up the prices of our 2 best wines, and the secret drawer will open instead of the normal one. That's all. As long as the total price is correct, it doesn't actually matter if you ring up the 2 wines or something else. And no, I'm not going to tell you which wines or vintages those 2 are. If you don't know even such basic information, you shouldn't be working here in the first place. Okay. Alright, here's the cash register. Just a normal drawer. What's this do?
Yeah, here's all the wine prices.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Have you seen the what happens when you open up the circuits?
No. Oh my, look at that.
Yep.
Wow. That's what this thing goes into, whatever this is. Oh, okay. So that small object I found on the shelf, it goes into the electrical panel,
Oh, okay.
and it causes the circuits that are connected to light up.
Okay, that makes sense. So I found there's some tables that have like wine bottles on them.
Oh.
I did find one that had a Colbert or whatever it was on it, so that might be the food critics table.
Oh, okay.
Potentially, and this is the finest one they had that wasn't in Everlast.
Mm-hmm.
And it is the 1874.
Okay.
So I might go add up the price for the 1874 Colbert and whichever Everlast is missing.
Sure.
The Everlast they have 75, 93. So 80 would probably be the missing one. My phone probably has a calculator, doesn't it?
Probably. Okay, let's see. Oh.
There we go. There's a key.
Bartender's key.
Yeah, it opens up these. I can't read. Some string. Why do they have string here?
Oh, there's this little pipe or something. Some other textiles.
Mm-hmm.
Coffee stain.
Do you know if this will stay lit up if you take out this device?
It will not.
Okay. Because there's another
Yeah.
circuit thing back here.
Yeah, I connected the circuits on that one too.
Okay.
But yeah, looks like it needs that device to stay lit up.
Okay. So we probably gotta find another one, I guess. We're hearing a lot about the guy in charge, I guess, of his married life. So I assume like we need that for some puzzle somewhere. Why is
Yeah.
there a sandwich in this drawer?
Yeah, I found that earlier. Let's see, we read this one. I, after some digging, finally figured out a way to get my hand on the contract papers. Supposedly, Lord MK is foolish enough to use his year of birth as the code to his various suitcases. So all I need to do is find out when he was born. Okay. That's probably what all the other gossip is about. You have
Yeah.
to do some math. Easy, right? Not quite. Evidently, his date of birth is not public knowledge, and all the people I have so far asked about it don't either know or aren't willing to tell me. I'm sure it's just a matter of time until I find out, so I am not too worried.
Yeah.
So I guess we need to find out, like, when his spouses were born.
Yeah. Here's the suitcase.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I thought this was a key. It's just a bottle opener.
Seen one other note. See, I know where I left one note about his marriage. I think it
There's
like
one
had
in
the
the
precise
dining car.
age gap. He's 42 years older than his wife.
Oh, and there's a note over here, somewhere around the bar, talking about his wife being 22.
Yeah.
His latest bride is only 22. There's no date on this note, though.
Yeah. So if his wife is 22, he's 42 years older. So he's 64.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
We need the current year.
Yeah.
Okay, at least just according to this, it's 1934.
Okay.
There's this little kind of journal right here.
Yeah. $1870. I still have the calculator app open. Yep.
Nice.
Got a
An ice pick?
looks like the only thing you can pick up.
Huh. We need to find some ice.
Okay, we can unscrew this.
Oh, okay.
But I guess it's a screwdriver. Or an ice pick we can use as a screwdriver.
I'll grab the little electrical device.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bulb is lit up. Oh, you
You know, the center bulb's lit up. Looks like the other two aren't. Hold on, let me
yeah, go plug it in.
see if another one lights up.
Yep, the bulb is lit up.
Okay, and let me plug it into the last one.
Yep.
Okay. Hmm. What if we need them all to light up somehow?
Can't unscrew this, it seems. Even though there are like screws on it.
And once again, the door behind us is locked.
Yeah.
Oh, I found another one of those devices.
Okay.
At the very beginning of the car, behind these pictures. I'll plug it into the one next to it.
Yeah. Must be a third one.
Yeah.
sandwich.
Isn't it?
So lovingly rendered.
Yes. Some nice bread here. I'm gonna check under the tables. Oh, I found a collectible next to this tipped over chair.
Oh. I found a book I can read, but I think this was the book that revealed this was the Food Critic. I don't think it's super important.
Oh, okay.
I've reviewed quite a many train restaurants over my career, and I must say this is one of the better ones. The ambiance is quite nice, and the food was excellent. I would have given the place a perfect review if it had not been for the nonsense with the wine. So what exactly happened was that I, having seen that they have the finest vintage of Everlast on their menu, obviously ordered it. So then the waiter brings me some vastly inferior vintage of it, and acts all confused when I express my disdain about it. He then takes the wine back, and after a minute or two comes back and apologizes for the matter, saying that evidently they have run out of my desired vintage. At that point, I was so tired of waiting that I just asked him to forget about the Everlast and just bring me whatever is the finest wine they have. After a while, he brings me a bottle of Colbert, which I must admit was quite excellent. Okay. This is where we found the first one, I think.
Yeah.
The mop bucket.
I also still have this little piece I found in one of the drawers. It's like a little cylindrical thing here.
Oh yeah. Looks like a. Oh, I think this might go in the circuit thing. I think there's a spot where like it might be missing, like at the bottom.
Oh, I see there between the third bulb and the panel.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Still need to find one more of those devices.
Read what these documents are. Some sort of contract. I was wondering if it was going to be divorce papers.
Yeah,
He's a younger wife already.
that'd be funny.
Oh, I see it. It's in the lines.
Oh, yeah, look at that. It should be this one right here.
Let's withdraw the bolt.
Still on that bridge.
Yeah, it's a long bridge.
Yeah.
I think I see some boats out there.
Yeah, something out there.
Maybe pirates.
Oh, that'd be a fun adventure. Escape a pirate ship. The Passengers. Like that. Is that movie with
I think Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence.
yeah, that's the one. that ends up being extremely
really
fucked up.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Room 004 is locked, but 5 is open. 6 is locked. There's a door with a key
Yeah.
that is locked.
7 is open. 8 is open. 9 is locked. And okay, this has an interesting combination lock to it. It's
Yeah.
all letters.
Sure is.
Oh, there's some billboard here, some notes. Concerning the delivery of food and drink to passenger cabins. Generally speaking, when a passenger requests something, you are not expected to deliver the food yourself. Instead, the correct thing to do is ask one of the waiters to handle the delivery. The only exception is when no waiters are available, or when the only waiter that is available is Steve.
Steve is catching a lot of heat.
In which case, you just handle it yourself. To our new employees, sometimes our guests might have some unusual requests. So if you are ever faced with a request you are unsure about, please talk to Arthur about it. Furthermore, you are generally expected to consult him concerning any problems you might face while working here. However, if there is something urgent and Arthur is indisposed at the moment, then you should bring the matter directly to me, H.W. Hirschfeld. And finally, I finally got around to installing that new lock with the keypad. Since Arthur didn't tell me what I should set the code to, I just set it to 7654321. If the code needs to actually be a secret, then all you need to do is just come and ask me and I can change it to something else. Frank.
So that's the code for the store, probably.
Yeah. Give it a shot. Nice. There's a note here.
Some keys.
Yeah.
Cabin 6. Oh, 9. Okay.
So, Lord MK has once again come up with another nonsense idea and has decided to change the lock at the end of the passenger section to a new combination lock. To open it, you need to enter the initials of the current passengers, starting with the initials of the person staying in room 9 at the top and proceeding downwards in order. No, I don't know where he keeps getting these ideas, but it's our job to deal with his nonsense regardless. Fortunately, the door should be kept unlocked most of the time, so we most likely won't need to mess with the lock. H. Just as Steve found dead in Miami.
Yeah.
Steve's gonna be in Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah. You get eaten by a gator.
Yeah, probably.
Steve is a very Florida man sort of name.
I haven't checked any of these passenger cabins yet.
I just went into room 9.
I'm in 5. I can't get into 4 just yet.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
4 is still locked.
Yeah.
And 5? Oh no, you're in 5, right?
5, yeah. Oh,
Yep.
I found a key.
6. Oh,
Key to
there's
cabin
4.
4.
Okay, so I think that would be the last one.
Okay.
That was locked.
I wonder what I was doing in cabin 5.
Yeah, what's going on? Alright.
Funny business. It's a Q-top.
Alright, I have some notes from the guy in cabin 9.
Okay.
I ran into Miss Shelley today. Turns out she happens to be on this train too. Evidently, she got married since we last met or something. Unfortunately, I was a bit busy, so we don't have too much time to talk. I was chatting with Arthur today, and he told me something quite interesting. It seems that there has been a theft of some kind on the train, and he has been tasked with solving it. Poor guy. Can't imagine that he's going to have an easy time, since most passengers on this train seem to be quite strict about their privacy.
Okay. So she probably has a different last name in that case.
Maybe, yeah.
I have a note from passenger 4.
Okay.
Dear Mother, William and I boarded the train today. I will probably only be able to send this letter once the train next stops, so do not be surprised if it took a long time for it to reach you. Anyways, our journey has been going well so far, except for the delay. Based on what I heard, it was caused by an avalanche or something. Fortunately, we are not in too much of a hurry, so it did not bother us too much. I will probably write you again once we reach our destination. Please give my sister and everyone else back home my regards. Your loving daughter, Eleanor. Oh, here's a book. It looks like a journal. February 13th, 1934. My husband and I finally boarded Lord MK's train today. Evidently, the delay had been caused by an avalanche which had damaged the train tracks. It took them a few days to fix the tracks because of the isolated location of the train at the time. I did not have much time to get to know the other passengers yet, but they seemed amicable so far, at least. And then February 15th, 1934. What a wonderful surprise! One of the other passengers on this train just so happens to be my childhood friend Albert. How long has it been since I last met him? It must have been over 15 years ago. I was not even married yet back in those days. Well, anyways, we talked for a bit, and he told me that he has become a sales consultant for some important company, and that he is here on a business trip. We did not talk for long, but it was nice to see him anyhow.
Okay. So that might be who the person in room 9 was talking about.
Oh,
She's married.
That's true.
I found a secret note here under this board. This says, I'm not expecting much out of this meeting, but it is better than nothing, I suppose.
Huh.
Oh, I can drag it a bit. I have a meeting tomorrow with Lord MK and one of his friends. According to Lord MK, this friend of his and I have some shared business interests we should talk about. I'm not expecting much out of this meeting, but it is better than nothing, I suppose.
Oh, I found a note at the threshold to cabin 4. My dearest wife, I have the backup key to your room hidden in one of my shoes in my room.
Oh, okay.
So if you ever need it, you know where to find it.
Maybe he was in room 6, was it?
5, I think, yeah. There's a journal from the guy in room 5. We finally boarded the train today. The day was otherwise pretty uneventful. I am looking forward to meeting Lord MK eventually, but I hear he is pretty busy, so it might be a few days before I get to sit down and really talk with him. I got to chat with Mr. Hirschfeld today. He certainly is a fine fellow. Evidently, he and Lord MK have some sort of party planned for tomorrow. I think they are planning on having it at the bar or something. Today I spoke to the shifty-looking man staying in the room next to mine. I think his name was Isaac something or rather. We did not talk for too long since he seemed to be pretty absent-minded, and I did not want to bother him.
Okay, I'm in room 8, I think, and I have a letter. Dear sister, thank you for your kind words. I assure you I am in high spirits despite the few setbacks I have experienced during my journey. I look forward to seeing you again once I return in a few weeks. I will be sure to give your best wishes to Aunt Rose. Please give my best regards to everyone. Yours faithfully, Mary.
Okay. Right, room 6 now. Dear Mr. Farley, we are certainly interested in your business proposal. An associate of ours will contact you upon your arrival at the next station. Cordially, Alexander Wraithmore, Esquire.
I feel like the name Wraithmore is familiar. I think you might have owned the mansion, or
Something like that.
hired the thieves or something.
Yeah. There's a note hidden behind a box here.
Oh, cool.
I met the fellow staying at the room next to mine. From what I gathered, he was a mathematician or something. I think he told me his name, but I do not quite remember it since I was not really paying attention. He seemed pretty oblivious, so it might be fun to scam him somehow. Though I suppose I am a bit occupied with my other pursuits right now.
Okay, I got a suitcase here.
there's a note in there.
Dear Mr. Everley, we are most pleased that you have accepted our invitation. Should you have any questions pertaining to your meeting with Lord MK, feel free to send us a letter before you board. Sincerely, H.W. Hirschfeld.
Okay. Just got to piece together everybody's initials.
Yeah. I like this little wine caddy on this desk. I could use one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I couldn't use one of those, but I would like to use one of those.
I'm in room 7, and the person in here is talking about their suitcase being missing. Probably stolen by one of the other passengers while I was out drinking last night. Fortunately, the train manager seems like a competent fellow who can sort out this type of matter, so I'm not too worried. Meeting with Lord MK and Mr. Harlow on 17/2. Remember to bring the files.
One of the notes in room 9, I think, mentioned a meeting.
Oh, okay.
So there's this note here. Dear Mr. Everley, we sincerely apologize for the disappearance of your suitcase. Be assured we are currently performing an in-depth search to locate it. Unfortunately, as our passengers' privacy is of utmost importance to us, we cannot perform the search as efficiently as we otherwise might, so I must ask you for some patience in this matter. Sincerely, Arthur Burke, train manager. There was a note, or a diary entry that might reveal some stuff. The lady staying in the room next to mine, Miss Roscoe, seems to be a pretty interesting woman. I talked to her today, and from what I gathered, she seems to be traveling alone. I did not want to be impolite, so I did not barrage her with too many questions about the purpose of her journey, but from what I understood, she seems to be traveling to meet a relative of hers or something similar. Harry invited me to a drinking party he and Lord K or MK are planning on having tomorrow. I wonder how many others are joining us. Oh, my suitcase is missing. Probably stolen by one of the other passengers while I was out drinking last night. Okay, yeah, I think you read this before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just didn't hear the first part about Miss Ross.
Yeah, I don't think I read those first parts off.
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Shelley. So I'll put an S down on the bottom most.
Maybe, but she did just get married. So if Shelley's her last name.
Oh, I guess it could be her last name, yeah.
So there are 2 suitcases in room 6.
Uh-huh.
So one of these might be the stolen suitcase.
That was the sketchy guy's room.
Yeah. So the letter in the suitcase might be for the guy who got his suitcase.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe it's addressed to Mr. Everley.
Yeah, this note here, dear Mr. Everley. And that sounds like a last name.
Okay, Mr. Holmes.
Arthur today. has been tasked with solving the.
Yeah.
So whoever is doing that, their name's Arthur.
Yeah, but that might be an employee name.
Yeah, that's true.
See, the guy in room 7 says he's drinking. On one note, he's drinking with someone named Mr. Harlow.
Mm-hmm.
On the other, he's drinking with Harry.
Okay.
So it could be the same guy, maybe. He's the guy who had his suitcase stolen.
Oh, okay. Dear Mr. Kinsley, we cordially invite you and your wife to a trip on Lord MK's esteemed luxury train. You can board the train when it next stops at Welkinstone on the 11th of February. If you have any questions, please send them our way as soon as possible. H.W. Hirschfeld. So Kinsley is this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be the bottom two would be K.
Yeah. And I think... this guy thinks the name of the person next to him, so I assume number 6 is Isaac.
Oh, okay. That's right.
And there's a letter in his room addressed to a Mr. Farley.
Okay. And one of the other passengers on this train happens to be my childhood friend, Albert. I'm a sales consultant for some important company. Okay, Eleanor is the lady in room 4.
Okay. So probably ES or EK.
Yeah. I have EK down right now.
Makes more sense to me. Let's see. Her woman in room 8 is Mary, and I think we got her last name from someone else's.
Okay.
Remember to bring the files. Okay. Yeah, I think this. Oh, you might be able to open this up. Oh, no, I guess not. Sometimes these bags you can open up, but it looks like that one's not interactable.
Sure, you're in high spirits despite a few setbacks you experienced during my journey. For seeing you again once I return in a few weeks. Best wishes to it on Rose. Mary.
Yeah, and I think it's Mary Roscoe.
Oh yeah.
The letter in room 7 talks about the woman in the car next door to his, and it's like Miss Roscoe.
Oh yeah, like sitting room next to me, Miss Roscoe. Okay, so pretty much. So we're traveling along. Okay.
William's the husband's name.
Oh, okay.
So we have EKWKIF for the bottom 3, and MR for room 8. So room 7 and 9, I think.
Okay. The last name for 7, I think, is Everly.
Yeah, that's right, because he got his suitcase stolen.
Yeah.
And there's a letter in his room, and then there's also a letter in the suitcase.
Yeah.
And I think Evelyn talks about her friend's name. She mentions like his first name.
Yeah.
Check that.
Is that the room 4 lady?
Yes.
Childhood friend?
Childhood friend. Yep, Albert.
Okay.
Albert wasn't the one. Was he the one tasked with solving the mystery?
Let me check.
Seems weird that they'd ask another passenger to do that, but
Arthur.
Arthur solved the mystery. Okay, and I think he's one of the employees. I think he's mentioned on that board.
So Albert would be which one?
Room 9.
Okay, so that would be the topmost?
Yes.
Okay, well, the A's already there.
Yeah. So in his last name, I think we need the first name of the guy in room 7.
Okay. Yeah, it says Arthur Burke is the train manager.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Person in room 7 has a note they were meeting with MK and Mr. Harlan.
Okay.
It could be the person in room 9, because he also has a note about a meeting.
Oh, okay.
Option here. Yeah.
to bring the files. We just need the first name of the guy in Sevens.
I think so. Diary entry in room 7 about someone with the first name Harry, which I don't think we've used before.
Oh, okay.
But I couldn't see him like writing about himself unless it's someone else's diary. I suppose Harry could be there's an H.W. Hirschfeld that seems to work for Lord MK. There's this big party planned on the 14th that people keep talking about.
Yeah.
Everyone did some drinking.
Yeah, it sounds like Harry is hosting with Lord MK, so
Yeah.
it makes sense if that was a... H.W. Hirschfeld. Yeah.
just cycling through to see what our options were, and it opened on B.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
I haven't even seen a B name anywhere. I guess it could be something short for Robert. Unless we were still supposed to find out all the others and cycle through the options. Oh, I got it. His suitcase is engraved.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
BE right here.
Look at that. Yeah. Good eye.
Okay.
Also,
Now we can advance.
yes.
Now that we know how we were supposed to. Chapter 4, the mechanical conundrum.
Conundrum.
God, we're gonna get steampunk.
Oh yeah. I mean, the next one's on an airship. So.
Yeah.
Locked.
Yeah, looks like locked room. Dear
Got a gramophone here.
Nice. Oh, here's a key.
Nice. Challenge room.
Challenge room key. Is this the challenge room?
It's a staff
Doesn't look
room.
especially challenging in there, but it is the
No.
challenge room. Do you want to go in and get challenged? I'll lock you in.
The infernal machine.
Oh God, that was an Indiana Jones game. I
Yeah,
think.
it was.
And they've even got a separate title in here.
Yeah.
Oh God, there's blueprints. You can't just hang these back up.
Yeah.
That's a little annoying. Oh, here's another blueprint.
One. I think these might be for like different models.
Yeah. Maybe you have to like figure out which model something is.
I think it's this one here, judging by the device on the right side.
It looks like there's a deer in here, but we can't get it until we open it up somehow. So I wonder if this is like a bonus thing.
Yeah, maybe.
It would explain why there was a separate title for it.
Okay, the R009321X series. Most devices in the R009321X series have various design flaws that prevent them from working as intended. Firstly, all of them use some relatively fragile parts that are prone to breaking and need to be regularly replaced. Secondly, all of the devices are also quite vulnerable to getting stuck and need to be regularly maintained to avoid it. Thirdly, for all of the devices, the code that must be entered to open the side door must be hard-coded into the device and cannot be changed later. In addition to the design flaws, I wish to also note Most of the engineers we employed to develop these calculators had quite a lot of difficulty getting the machines working in the first place. Evidently, although many of the functions the machines perform are easy to get working in isolation, it is seemingly much more difficult to make sure all of them work together as intended. I should also note here that many of the engineers complained that the specifications we gave for the devices were nonsensical. Personally, I think we just need to hire better engineers in the future. Then we have a code sheet here.
I see.
So R009321
Okay. And we have R0093212, 3217, 3216, and 3218. Yeah.
Okay, that resets it. Okay.
Do you know what you're doing? I can leave that to you.
Not really.
Okay.
We,
I imagine we need to figure out which make this is and then figure out how to put the number in.
yeah. I think it's, at least just judging by the lever on the side, I think it's the
Yeah.
one I'm holding.
Yeah, neither of the other levers look like that. I think the front looks like it matches. So this is an 8. An R00932118. So, which would mean the password or the code sheet thing is 2037410 207.
There's lots of different blueprints in this car.
There sure are.
Outside of the challenge room of this. I see. puzzle myself here.
Okay.
Dials.
I know what all the buttons and switches and things do,
Okay.
but it's weird, and you have to figure out how to make it input a massively long number.
Oh God. I guess that's probably why it's a challenge room. 2037410207. So I don't really know what this gauge on the right does. It just increments every time you pull the lever. Mm-hmm.
So how's it going out there?
I'm still kind of looking around the room. There's lots of part numbers and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I see. We got some electricity here. Here's another blueprint if you need one.
Okay. We can go into the next card as well.
Read these letters. Oh, this is this component lists.
I found Piano for Dummies.
Oh, good. Learn to play the piano.
Chapter 1, The Basics. Pianos have keys, some white and some black. 2. Each key is denoted by a letter. 3. When you press a key, it makes a sound. 4. The keys are split into octaves. 5. Each octave's lowest note is a C and highest note is a B. 6. Each octave has a number associated with it. 7. These numbers increase from left to right, with the number of the leftmost octave being 1. 8. The letter of the key and the number of the octave can be combined to refer to a specific key on the piano. For example, C3 refers to the C key of the third octave. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. There's more blueprints.
Mm-hmm.
Piano. Hidden container. Locking system. Okay. Shaft spring actuator. Disable shaft. Black key, white key, downshift gear. Okay, body control knob, liquid container, pressure bypass pipe, exhaust pipe lever, pressure stabilizer. safe here.
Oops. Hey, some cigars.
Nice.
Let's see if I can get all these components in one place. Pulled a cloth off of something and I found this.
Oh, goodness.
I think this might be in one of the blueprints.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Fortunately, you can really just trial and error this one.
That's good.
Hopefully, I'm almost down to the last one. Okay. Something switched somewhere. I got a combination for something.
Okay.
4 digits. You seen like a suitcase, or I think there's a safe.
Yeah, there is a safe.
My safe combination is 3856. Some coins, some coordinates. A4, E5, G5, D5. Those could be notes too. This is the notes for the piano.
Okay. Looks like it might be cut off. I might only have like half of it. Also, I could be playing it wrong.
G5, G5, D5. Oh, I might have. No, I think I had the right C.
Oh, okay. At least I got all 4 bulbs lit up. I don't know what that means at all. Oh, pull lever maybe? Okay, open this little drawer. Oh, guess what? I think I found the other half from solving this knob puzzle. Here,
Okay.
I'll set it next to you.
Yeah.
There you go.
There might still be a part we're missing because
Okay.
yours starts with a 5.
Okay. There's this little device here with like a voltage knob that takes 3 components, and then there's 7 components to plug into it, and then a bunch of documentation talking about which components are compatible with one another.
Yeah.
So it's probably another puzzle. Okay.
This just takes a key. What's going on, Lord MK?
Oh, there's some cigars. One's missing though.
Yeah.
So for engineers for the express purpose of testing compatibilities for various electrical components, to activate the machine, you must simply attach 3 components to it, add together their voltage requirements, and press the button at the front of the machine. For future iterations of this machine, we should prioritize increasing the maximum voltage of the device, as currently it is a major limiting factor. It would be much more convenient for us if we could simply test component compatibilities without having to worry about the voltage.
We have 0 plugged in, and we can just set this to 0. I don't
Yeah,
know why
there you
that
go.
doesn't
Piece of
count.
cake. There's another one here. What's this? A55.
I see more boats out there now. We're still on this bridge.
Yeah. It's 15.
Nice. Loop to there, I guess.
Oh, what does it say?
The R029513 version that employs the new SR278 gear system seems to have fixed most of the problems the previous iterations had. For example, it no longer suffers from the overflow problem that the R029512 had. Additionally, the new gear system removes the design flaw that caused the SR276 and the SR277 to get stuck regularly. While the new system allows for the correct combination to be changed relatively easily, it does suffer from a new design flaw that requires that the correct values for the two rightmost dials must add up to 11. We'll probably get it fixed for the next iterations.
Yep, 7 and 4, they do add up to 11.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Found it on the workbench in the second car. Hey, you managed to get it without that.
I'm working on this voltage pulse right now. I've
Yeah.
ruled out IS-15 as one of them.
Okay.
MK777. Let's grab it.
I wish I could just get this sword. Just cut our way through the cars. Oh, why are you gonna show us a sword and not let us have some fun
Let's
with
get
you?
MK777.
Nice big TKO hunt.
K11-5UL.
MK brought out some weird mechanical devices a few days ago and told us that we would get some sort of reward if we solved them. To be perfectly honest, I have never been particularly smart, and trying to figure out these machines definitely didn't make me feel any smarter. I think I somehow managed to become more confused than I was before I began. I hear that, bro. But that's just a collectible.
60.
Don't worry about it for a second playthrough.
I think a few of these components aren't around here.
Oh, I found a couple over here.
Oh, okay.
I have a TS-1000.
Yeah.
There's a workbench back there with a bunch of blueprints. There's another one over there.
Okay.
I don't know how you have these organized. I'll put this one on the floor next to the blueprint over here.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. That's all right.
Didn't notice there were a few over here before. That's the last one. Because I was looking for more earlier.
That's right. There we go.
Looks like a little
some more
piece of
letters.
paper. Yep.
Nice.
We might have the full combo now, though.
Cool, cool.
Yeah.
Grab some water.
I can play the piano.
You got notes open.
Yeah. Seem to do anything. was missing a bar, I guess. Let's try this. 2. There we go.
All right.
Love that unlocking sound. There's a key.
Where's it go? Music car door key.
Oh boy, more music.
More music.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I'm not gonna worry about the challenge room.
Yeah,
That looks tricky.
looks challenging.
Yes.
The end.
Oh my.
As it turns out, Lord MK does not use the same code for all of his suitcases. That, of course, made my life a bit more difficult than I had anticipated. Fortunately, I know him well enough to know that if combination is not his birth year, then it must be something to do with his favorite author. Armed with that knowledge and having searched through the room hastily, I got the suitcase open quite quickly. I was quite annoyed to find out that the suitcase only contained some sort of weird note with a bunch of numbers that did not make any sense to me. Knowing him, it is probably another code or something. Unfortunately, I had to leave quite quickly and did not have enough time to figure out the note. Hopefully you will be more successful with it than I was.
That's probably Isaac.
Yeah.
Thief. See, we know MK's favorite author, but I don't know if we can go back to the library card.
Yeah.
Maybe we can. Okay.
This cabinet's locked.
Dear Lord MK, I was indeed successful in confirming your suspicions about the unsigned painting procured for you by Mr. Wraithmore. Despite the year on the painting itself, it is in fact believed to have been painted in 1862 by the infamous novelist J.P. Irinozzo.
No.
As far as the story goes, he tried his hand at painting during his break from writing.
I found another copy of A Slaver's End.
Oh, Jesus. Really loves that book.
Let's see, there's another note here. Concerning the paintings missing from the other list. Any paintings missing from the other list were procured, in quotations, by Alexander Wraithmore and his associates, and thus I decided that it is better if they are kept on a separate list. The first one he procured for us was Viduix Man's A Painted Ship Upon a Painted Ocean, which we unfortunately had to get rid of for obvious reasons. The second one was Viduix Man's Where the River Meets the Sea, which we still have. The third one is the unsigned painting in Lord MK's private cabin.
Okay, I see that. Oh, I got the suitcase open.
Oh, nice.
It was the since that they talk about a painting painted by the author, I put the year for that painting in.
Oh, nice.
All right, here's a set of numbers. Order is everything. 1901, 1650, 1799, 1822.
Mhm.
Something we can't read. This could be. Oh, this link is up. This could be painting numbers.
There's another cigar box with a missing cigar.
Here's the Demas Mon.
Mm-hmm. it's that same guy for this painting too.
Yeah. It's locked.
It just has a keyhole. Okay.
Yeah. I imagine it locks the door so it can unload those rooms back there.
Ah.
Cut down on.
Resources.
Yeah. I'm guessing these years correspond to the paintings somehow. See, one of the Mullen paintings over here is 1901. That's the first one on the list. And then it's 1650. 1650 is the Sunset one by Heistio Bosca. In his office, or in his private quarters, I guess. 1799 is also in the private quarters, that's right here. By Max Hyverns. And then the last one's 1822. Well, that's 1792. Here's 1822 by Hervé Krabuls. So there's 4 paintings.
Matching those numbers.
Yes.
I don't see anything like input or anything.
Yeah.
These cabinets are locked.
Yeah.
I see a keyhole next to the desk too.
Okay.
When I shut the door.
I see. Yeah. Something's okay. We've got a lot of things that are locked.
Yeah.
No way to unlock them yet. Oh, I see an arm poking through the wall.
Oh. Oh,
That's
that's
you.
unlike the last car, there's just not a lot to
Yeah,
interact
we
with.
don't have much to play with. It's I feel like there's just like a key or something hiding somewhere. We haven't
Yeah.
really found the spot. We could always bust out hidden vision. We haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
Can't interact with any of these paintings other than just looking at them.
Yeah.
That might be like. turned on hint vision, and it's over on this table with the phone and the bucket of wine.
It's also by these cabinets too.
Okay.
Oh, and the bookshelf, it looks like.
There's something over here, right behind this table leg.
Oh, I see. There's a key.
It's a key.
Cupboard key. Alright.
Probably.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a note. Okay, looks like that's all there is. List of significant paintings and their origin. Jordan Bombast, Sea of Fall, bought from an auction in 1910. Hervé Carboule's The Sunset Mountain, bought from an auction in 1912.
I found another key
Where was it?
on the bookshelf.
Okay.
Behind some books.
Sure. I can even. That's good. Take 3 AW 4 Vidoues, Maine, the Desert Mountains. Private collection in 1917.
I inserted the suspicious key into the keyhole by the desk and it opened up this wall safe.
Okay. This is just the list of paintings that was mentioned before.
Oh, okay. Okay. Information about these paintings found on the other list. Okay. Oh, yeah, Wraithmore. There's 3 Wraithmore paintings, apparently.
Yeah. It's Maine's A Painted Ship Upon a Painted Ocean, which apparently they had to destroy. Second is Where the River Meets the Sea, which they have. Third one is the unsigned one in this room.
Okay.
This is probably where the river meets the sea because of the Vidoues men paintings they have. This is the one that has river or sea in it.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It's 1901.
And that's the first, that's the topmost year on this little slip of paper.
Yeah.
Mystic Oscar.
So maybe that's. So maybe that's 3. Because it's third on the list of total paintings.
Okay.
because it's the first Alexander Wraithmore one. Let's see, the second one is 1650.
It's this one over here.
Okay, what's the name on that?
Heistik Bosca.
Okay. It says Ocean Sunset, so that would be 8, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an Ocean Sunset. Alright, third is 1799. That's this one. Hyvens. The Three Peaks or the Solitary Peak? That looks more solitary to me, but... Be 6. And then it's 1822.
Okay, over here.
Yeah. That's here credible. Sunset Mountain. That's 2.
Did you start going clockwise or counterclockwise?
I think counter.
Okay.
But I might have done it wrong. Oh no, this one. No, I did it this way. 3.
There's this note here by Hirschfeld about one of the Wraithmore paintings actually being painted in 1862. The unsigned one.
Okay.
Though. I don't know if that's relevant to...
Oh, I think the first one is actually the second AW. So it'd be 7862 maybe.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice. So there.
There's a key and a gun.
Oh, nice. I guess I'll grab the key.
Yeah, I don't
You can shoot the gun.
I can shoot the gun.
God.
Oh, I used the bullets already.
Yeah.
There were 2 bullets, one for
It's a
each.
two-shot Derringer.
So
Yeah.
hopefully there's not combat in the next room.
Well, unfortunately, this is actually Air Force One. We're
Yeah.
at the end of Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
And line is a very long car with just some tables and some planet. This is... Oh!
Oh. We're gonna get arrested again.
Yeah.
Train of thought.
Alright. That was neat.
Yeah. Other than hunting for keys at the end, I thought we did pretty good.
Yeah. That whole key behind that leg on that table. Still over 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Mhm.
Oh, back at the beginning, at least we can put our... Oh, it already put the collectibles there.
Yeah.
We were pretty miserable. In terms
Yeah,
of
we
finding
missed a lot of
collectibles.
them. And we know where one of them was in that cage.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
But, the others, we don't have to worry about those. Well, next week maybe we'll be on a blimp
Yeah.
or a zeppelin or
Some kind of airship.
yes.
That should be fun.
Yep.
And might finish up Alan Wake on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back in a couple of days.
Mm-hmm. See you then.